Get ready because the NBA world is absolutely buzzing. Mike Brown is calling out the refs after a tough loss, and we're diving deep into the fallout from that controversial game. You do not want to miss this. But that's not all. The Knicks might have just dodged a bullet with Jeremy Sochan, and we've got the inside scoop on why that trade never happened. And then, Miles McBride's return is already hitting speed bumps, raising serious questions about his health and the Knicks' playoff hopes. We're breaking down all the angles, so stick around. Make sure you're subscribed and hit that notification bell.
Looking for a fast-charging, ultra-responsive stylus for your iPad? Meet the 2X Fast Charge Active Stylus Pen, designed for 2018 to 2025 Apple iPads. Take your creativity and productivity to the next level. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Mike Brown unleashes fury on NBA referees after Knicks' loss. Get ready for some serious post-game fireworks. Following the Oklahoma City Thunder's 111-100 victory over the New York Knicks, head coach Mike Brown didn't hold back, unleashing a scathing critique of the NBA referees. This isn't the first time Brown has voiced frustration, but this time, it came after a game where the Thunder's 38 free throw attempts dwarfed the Knicks' 17. Brown pointed directly at the Thunder's star player, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and his team's gamesmanship, suggesting they expertly draw fouls. He described their ability to get officials to believe a foul has occurred as off the charts. Gilgeous-Alexander was instrumental in the Thunder's win, snapping a slump with a crucial late-game run that included a mid-range jumper, a layup, and a pull-up three-pointer. He finished with 30 points and 4 assists, a performance that relied heavily on drawing fouls, as he made 13 of his 16 free throw attempts. Brown acknowledged that driving to the basket frequently leads to contact, a tactic he feels SGA excels at, using his body control and awareness to draw fouls. However, the significant discrepancy in free throws clearly irked the Knicks coach, who felt his team resorted to hero shots when their outside shooting cooled off. This isn't the first time Brown has expressed similar sentiments after playing the Thunder, highlighting a recurring theme of opponents questioning the calls made during games against OKC. Fans online are buzzing about the refereeing, with many agreeing the free throw disparity was eye-popping. Analysts are debating whether the Thunder's success is due to superior play or tactical exploitation of the rules, while others are simply frustrated by the Knicks' inability to adapt when their perimeter game faltered. Still reeling from that controversial call, we've got more NBA drama coming your way, including a look at a potential deal that the Knicks might be incredibly glad didn't happen. Knicks dodged a bullet. Why Jeremy Sochan's near miss with Philly is a win. The phrase, "the grass isn't always greener," rings true for Jeremy Sochan. Once seen as a promising talent with the San Antonio Spurs, Sochan's desire for a bigger role led him to the New York Knicks, but his impact has been minimal. Now, it's coming to light that the Philadelphia 76ers were also interested in acquiring him, a move that ultimately never materialized, much to the relief of Sixers fans. Sochan's situation is a complex one. After a strong start with the Spurs and their young core around Victor Wembanyama, his minutes and role diminished significantly as the team's performance fluctuated. Seeking a fresh start on a contending team like the Knicks, he was waived by the Spurs after the trade deadline and signed with New York. However, his time with the Knicks has been largely disappointing, averaging just 5.5 minutes per game over 12 appearances, contributing a mere 1.9 points and 1.6 rebounds. This lack of playing time raises questions about team fit, attitude, or tactical strategy under coach Mike Brown. Meanwhile, the 76ers, facing their own injury challenges, were reportedly considering Sochan. Given his limited impact in New York, it's a huge sigh of relief for Philadelphia that Daryl Morey and the front office decided against pursuing him. The Sixers have managed to stay competitive with existing players stepping up, and avoiding a player who hasn't found his footing is seen as a smart move. The Knicks, on the other hand, are left wondering if they've made a mistake by not integrating Sochan more effectively, or if he simply isn't the right fit for their championship aspirations. But the Knicks' injury woes don't stop there. A key player's return is already overshadowed by a concerning new setback. Miles McBride's injury scare, a setback for the Knicks' playoff push. Just when the New York Knicks were celebrating the return of Miles McBride after a 6-week absence, disaster struck again. In his first game back against the Oklahoma City Thunder, McBride exited in the third quarter with what appeared to be a groin injury after a collision with Gilgeous-Alexander. This unfortunate incident casts a shadow over his comeback and raises serious concerns about his availability for the crucial upcoming playoff push. McBride had undergone sports hernia surgery in early February, a procedure that targets pelvic tendons. The exact nature and severity of the new injury are still unknown, as coach Mike Brown stated he hadn't received an update from the medical staff immediately after the game. Before exiting, McBride played 11 minutes, going scoreless with 1 rebound, 1 assist, and 1 block. His return was meant to bolster the Knicks' depth, especially with other players dealing with foul trouble. Brown acknowledged McBride's impact, noting that his presence provided a lift and made the team deeper, suggesting his absence in the second half contributed to the Thunder pulling away. This injury scare is particularly worrying given McBride's career year before his initial surgery. He was averaging a career-high 12.9 points and shooting an impressive 42% from 3. While the Knicks have managed a respectable 28 record in his absence, his unique defensive abilities and off-the-dribble skills are hard to replace as they head into the postseason. Fans and analysts are anxiously awaiting more information, hoping this is not a significant blow to a team already battling for a top seed. And the injury news keeps coming. We're getting the latest updates directly from Coach Brown himself on this disheartening situation. Mike Brown on McBride's injury. It's tough, Knicks face more adversity. The New York Knicks are facing a double blow after their second consecutive loss, this time to the Oklahoma City Thunder, 111-100. Adding to the sting of defeat is the disheartening news surrounding guard Miles McBride, whose much-anticipated return from sports hernia surgery was cut short by another injury. Coach Mike Brown expressed his disappointment, emphasizing the tough circumstances for his player and the team. McBride, sidelined for 2 months after undergoing surgery on February 6, collided with Thunder guard Gilgeous-Alexander while diving for a loose ball in the third quarter. The impact sent him to the locker room, visibly in pain, and he did not return to the game. This latest setback comes after he already missed time earlier in the season due to a high ankle sprain. In his brief 11 minutes on the court, McBride went 0 for 3 from the field, recording a block, an assist, and a rebound. Coach Brown, speaking post-game, admitted he had no immediate medical update, but underscored McBride's hard work in his recovery and the positive impact he had before the injury, stating, "He gave us a lift. You felt his presence and he made us deeper." This situation is particularly concerning given McBride's stellar performance when healthy. He's averaging career highs of 12.5 points and shooting 41.5% from three-point range this season, showcasing significant improvement from the previous year. His ability to score and his defensive contributions are vital for the Knicks as they navigate the final stretch of the regular season and prepare for the playoffs. The team's 28 record during his 28-game absence shows resilience, but the hope is that McBride's latest injury isn't serious enough to derail their championship aspirations. We've covered a lot of ground today, from controversial calls to injury scares. Stick around for a quick recap of all the top stories. And that's a wrap on today's NBA action. We saw Mike Brown's fiery reaction to the referees after the Knicks' loss, learned how the Knicks dodged a bullet by not acquiring Jeremy Sochan, and witnessed Miles McBride's tough injury comeback. Stay locked in for all the breaking news and analysis. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you never miss an update, and let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Follow us on all social media platforms for more exclusive content.